like a Wayne concert. You could say I'm selling out, but I'ma remain so true to Rihanna. That's my daughter. Can't throw away the things that I taught her. I'm just through with the drama. All this he say, she say. No way, I never let her play me like EA. Text message in her phone, I can't believe I seen this shit. That's up in my head, I can't believe I'm sleeping next to this. Pack my shit, I'm so gone like Monica. I want her just to get the big picture like a cinema. Relationships end them, I'd rather not deal with them. Relationships ain't shit, I had a bad view of them. So I keep moving on, hustling to get rich. Trust ain't shit, I can't even trust my main bitch. Like Victoria, they all got a secret. Now it's time for me to shine the lights on them secrets. You could say I'm mean, or just being straight blunt. RDTC, rebel don't trust cunts. And I don't savor shit, I throw away my favorite. Leave that bitch straight dip like a potato chip. Never saw it coming, man, it hit me from a blind side. Rebel being real, you could take a look up in my eyes. When your money get low, that's when the bitch get ghost. That's why I stay low profile until a nigga go.
What up? What it do? Early in the morning, what it do, y'all? Let's get it. We got something to do today. Salute, Jaw Yard Kennels. Lil J, what up, brother? Hades, the pocket bull in the building. Salute. Roll up Reek in the building. Heart and Finish, what up, brother? Bloodthirst, what up, my brother? Everybody in the building. Let me get a like. Let me get a one like button, man. I ain't even gonna hold you. We need a couple likes today, man. Let's get a few likes. It been built to ass all week. I'm like, man, damn, it been so much going on. I was supposed to do this. I was gonna do this one on Friday. So we a little bit behind schedule. But trust me, quality and greatness is at the forefront of everything that we do. Even when I take a shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to take a great shit. You dig? I wouldn't give a fuck what you talking about. You dig? So we've been pushing that hard line. Look, throw a vote in there. Throw a vote. We'll see what's going on. Last time, you know, I used the runner up for the rear. I thought that was a cool thing to do. Just to even the people that didn't get the vote for the cover, when you flip it over to the rear, there goes that animal right there looking at you. You know, no matter which way you turn the book's on his back, book's on the top side. You're gonna see these animals working form, looking good, in shape. Sometimes, you know, they got some historical pictures. Some of them dogs wasn't in shape, y'all. Okay. So even if it's a historical dog, just the everyday dog. We don't want to just have action figures in here all the time. You know, there's going to be a nice, well-rounded off selection of everything, you know. Hades the Pocket Bull with the first super chat of the day. Hey, listen, we appreciate it. We appreciate it, my brother.
I never knew that I would do numbers like this. I make a move. I'm trying to win. Ain't trying to lose. I'm trying to win. Ain't trying to lose.
Yes, sir. Hey, you know, all donations, hey, it's going right back to the pot. We putting it right back in. That's what we're doing right now. Salute everybody. Everybody that just generally just support the channel as a whole, right? Magazines, everything. You know, people hate Because they don't think that people could turn over a new leaf. It's because when they went down the wrong path, they stayed down the wrong path. They don't want to see you come up and do nothing positive, right? Let's be honest. No, they don't want that. They don't want that. So we give it to them anyway, right? Here over at Buck City, what the helly? I don't know how long I'm gonna keep the what the helly. I kind of like it. Little CC, little CC. Hey, this little guy, he's a little superstar. He's a little baby superstar, man. Crazy times. Hey, 601 Mac. Appreciate you, my brother.
I never knew that I would do numbers like this. I make a move. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose. I'm tryna win. Ain't tryna lose.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, man. You know, it's going back in, man. Everything we put on the floor, everything, you know, all the promotion, everything to build this brand bigger than we ever seen a brand. You feel me? That's what we trying to do, bro. You know, Apbt magazine, you know, I want, you know, them sucker free t-shirts, you know, I want them joints all across the world. Brand, sucker free brand. I want somebody to say, hey, man, I need that. I need that. I want that to be my clothing line, sucker free. Be like, oh, yeah, you know what, brother? Let's work out them numbers. Let's work out them numbers because I got you. I got you, bro. I got you. I'm proud to be behind the scenes on a lot of shit, man. You know, you can't be the face of everything. You got to understand that. Can't be the face of everything. So if y'all just pulling up, we got a real tight vote. We got a real tight decision to make. Right now, we're going to see which cover we're going to use for volume 3. Okay. The BBB bitch. What's that? Janae Johnson. What's that? Got the dog working, sprinting through the wet terrain. Okay. And then the one on the right, I'm not sure about the one on the left, but I know now you know what? We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. We're just looking at the image right now. We're just looking at the image. Let me see if I can get over there. See if I can get over. Oof. It's kind of a landslide. Let's get some more votes in. Let's get some more votes in, but it's looking kind of landslidey. You know, it's slitty for the slidey. Yeah. You know, hey man, yeah, they both, you know, I give up, you know, and I'm not gonna say too much about them because I think that kind of spoils it, you know. But both dogs are good working dogs, good, you know. You better bring your lunch if you want to compete with these dogs on any type of level, you know. I guarantee you. And I just won't speak on it if these are like you know, I won't speak too much on it. Just kind of keep it keep it a little biased, but I definitely want to get a lot of votes in. We're gonna be kicking it up on here, talking some dogs. I dropped a link. Um, whatever topics pop up, but for the most part, it's pound 90 and pound 30. That's gonna be the discussion. We're trying to figure out which cover. Of course, it's not done. It's just like a mock of a cover. That's like about where the logo would be. That's about maybe the size it may be. But of course, I want to add some more text to both of them. But yeah, that's pretty much it as far as that go. Okay. Okay. Hey, send me a text. See, hey, send me a text now. Send me a text. If you was one of the first 10 pictures to, of course, I gotta give it the green light. But if you was one of those first 10, I'm glad you reminded me, my brother. I'm glad you reminded me. If you already did, just send me a thumbs up or something. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to make sure I do that right now when I'm on the show. I want to create that page right now so I won't forget. You dig what I'm saying? Like, I apologize, man, because I totally forgot. Totally. So if that picture you did send me, and we're gonna be hard, we're gonna critique this motherfucker hard. If it's indeed something that is magazine uh ready, we'll definitely take it into consideration. But I'm gonna just tell you, like I said, we grading hard over here, and these two dogs, let's put it this way, they both got a story behind them. I won't say what kind of story, but they both have a good story that you're going to be able to read inside the magazine. Okay. It's not just a photo. So, and we're going to weigh it all in. Hey, maybe you got a story too. We'll love to hear it. We'll love to hear your story and how you got into the dogs and how you acquired the masterpiece that you're presenting to the world, right? In the positive light. That's all we doing is positive, right? See, they don't like when you get on that because they want you to crash out, right? So I gotta just put that on the screen just for a minute so people can understand that. Look, brother, we're not in no competition with nobody, man. We're not in no competition, man. As far as I'm concerned, there ain't no fucking competition in that arena, right? So it's kind of like everybody just kind of do your shit and bring more to the community. Like if this is the visibility sector that we need to bring visibility to, rather if you're hanging out doing whatever, you could have ordered a couple hundred, you could have ordered 1,000 magazines, you could have got a corporate discount on 1,000 mags and been out there doing your thing, doubling your money and shit at the shows, instead of pulling up, just looking around, you could be whipping out mags, doubling your fucking money, taking a 40% cut. Shit. We could probably get that to 50-50. We could probably break that shit down to where after shipping, that shit breaks down, right? But if you're not thinking, then you're not gonna think, So then we just move to other platforms, right? Like Amazon, different platforms like that, so that we can have the accessibility, but we don't have to pay the overhead, right? But either here or there, these are two stellar animals on the screen that we're looking at today. Yeah, ooh, our Cobb. Hey, he said 90 looks more positive in my opinion. See, now this is why I'm glad I put it up here so we all can look at it and take a vote, right? Even if you don't want to vote, even if you want to come in here and vote for the wrong dog just to cause some type of confusion, right? Furthermore, salute to all the channels out there that's still in it, right? There's a lot of channels, I check on you guys from time to time. I don't see no content, but salute to the guys that's continuing to push that hard line. It's not easy. This isn't an easy task. Ah, ha, ha, ha. See, here we go. Here we go. Well, the dog, we should be able to have these dogs in the tenacious form because of the education's getting out there and people are understanding that these dogs are bred. That's a part of the standard. It's a part of the standard. If this is America, the land of the free, although, and I'm not gonna disrespect that. This is the land of the free, so we gotta at least be optimistic, but you should be able to have freedom of speech and freedom to have your dog not fighting, but looking vicious, looking very vicious, right? Uh I don't think that should be a problem, but I hear what you're saying. This dog is look like he's getting some good work in, running through there, whatever he's chasing. They do all those little things where they put the little flag on a little zip line or something and hit the engine on it and it goes down and the dog chases it, it goes at a speed where, and that's good work. That's good work. Hold up. Let me look. Let me look at some shit. Hold up. What the hell? What the helly? Okay. This is okay. 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 Yeah, let me make sure. Let me make sure I get this though. Put her name and everything. Oh, that's the pet. The little pup, right? Because I'm a butcher this. I already know. I already know when I get going, it's gonna get going. Whichever one, you want me to put, just put it back in there. Just put the picture back in there and give me a little bit of info, at least like with the dog's name, kennel name, and a little bit of info that you want me to put on there. And I'm gonna knock that out right now, brother. Appreciate it though. That's how it starts. That's how it starts. You got to get the content in. Everybody want to be acting like they're doing shit, but it's not hard to just hit a number, text a number, and send a story in, or send a great picture that you think is great. Shit, it might get put in there one day. You never know. I'm gonna take the opportunity because I know I got something that I like to showcase. So when we putting belt to ass, I'm gonna want to showcase it. You know, one of my guys, we was chopping it up. We always brainstorm it. Always. Let me see. They booted me. They booted me, man. Get them votes up. At that bottom, ooh, it's looking ugly. It's looking ugly, man. Let's keep it going, though. Let's keep it going. Yep. A lot of good kennels emerging. They're putting in the right work. They're getting the right pieces. You know, you never know when you're going to be the source. If they got 17 pages, you'll never be the source, though, ever. I can almost guarantee you that. Because there's too much out there. Yeah, hey. Dudes, listen, man. This is a touchy topic, man. I appreciate you, DGK. We want to open this thing up and let people in into this community. You want to be just because I just kind of didn't want to just shit on everybody's parade. Let me just go ahead and get it out, man. Quit beating around the bush. But the things that I've been seeing with the bite work type of thing, man. I still keep my stance as far as if you do it and you're responsible, and being responsible would be keeping your animals, not overbreeding your animals. I think it's very irresponsible if you've been doing any type of bite work with any dog and you sold any dog off of that dog to a person that doesn't have that same understanding as far as this dog could potentially be a people biter. because his father was raised to fucking bite people. Right? Okay. Okay. I don't want, I don't let my dogs nip on me. I don't let my dogs nip on the kids. We're not doing that shit at all, because when I get through 2, 3 generations, I don't want those traits to be popping up at all. Okay. So, and it is a little waffling. I did kind of waffle instead of just going in, because I don't know what everybody do. Right. I can't just assume that that's what you're doing, bite work all the time. Right. And it kind of, uh, it's legal. It's something legal. Right. It's something legal. I just think that if you're breeding those dogs, because people do, they breeding these dogs and they're selling these dogs to people and they do bite work, at least sell it to somebody that understands that these dogs are not, like, you really want to pay attention that you don't give these dogs to somebody that's just going to let them out into the public, and then all of a sudden we don't know, and the grandma and she a double bred human biter. Right? You're gonna get a hybrid vigor human biter. It's just gonna be biting motherfuckers. And I don't think that's right, because some people, you got little kids, you got, like, if anybody's family, not even my family, I'd be devastated. I'd probably just walk off a bridge or something. I don't know. Something happened to mine, or crash the fuck out. One or two. It's either or. Either it's gonna be on CNN or it's just gonna be a little small deal. You know, Either or. But I would be devastated, so I really can't support that, if that makes sense. It's not something that I really want to support, because I understand that, and nobody ever talks about this, but what happens when you bite work guys sell a puppy to somebody and then they get selling puppies, or the dog, or they didn't really know. Maybe they just bought it because it was a Jeep dog. Like, hey, I want this Jeep dog, Bully Son, right? And you sold it to him, and he don't know that just because you did some bite work with him, that, the puppy's not gonna come out doing that shit. He don't know. So then one of the kids get mauled up. The dog think he doing a good job and shit. So if that's what you're doing, I get it. I understand. But even when you're selling them, you're at risk of those people doing the something else. Like, what if they fight the dog, right? Everybody is at risk of somebody acquiring one of your dogs, rather if you gave it away, if you fucking lost it, somebody stole it, you sold it to one guy and he pulled the switcheroo and the dog really went to another guy. I know dudes that do that. I know dudes that a breeder wouldn't sell them a dog and they just use somebody else to go buy the dog. So we can't control who gets these dogs. That's my point. Even if it's fighting, we can't control that. That's what's wrong with the law. That's why these laws are trash. right? So you can't control if somebody gets your dog and they're breeding up human biters. I don't want my dogs doing any of that. I don't want my dogs chewing on shit. You get some destructive dogs. That's not what I like, though. I don't like that shit. If I could breed that shit out and get that shit better and breed that out, I'll do that. Right? So, nah, man, look, I'm not totally against it. I'm just not really for it because we can't control what dogs is going to get out. Most of these dudes, they don't care. They're just selling dogs. And they already did. And then when you confront them, they're never wrong. They're never like, oh, you know what? I didn't think about that. That's true. Like that dog I sold to 4 other guys because they saw my YouTube channel. I seen a dude, he had like 1 million views on his fucking video. A dog, it looked like it was trying to attack a human. Like this dog was just really trying to attack a human. I understand the territorial and all of this, but when you're praising that shit, when you're praising that dog to do that, you're turning that dog into a dog that is the likelihood of some bad shit happening is gonna happen, bro. That's not what these dogs are for, brother. And I had a couple of pits that, motherfucker walk up, they're on your ass. I had a couple dogs like that. But I wasn't just training her to do that shit, right? So look, man, we already opened up the floodgates. We got to live with some of these guys. They're coming into the game. A lot of dudes came in through COVID. And I'm not gonna speak down on the game and just say the game's to shit, but um, like I said, I won't just say that because I want to be positive about the breed. But there's a lot of goofy shit going on. Let me see this vote. Let me see this vote. Okay, man, it's like 27%, 73%. So it's gotten a little bit better, but it's still looking kind of lopsided. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a couple of y'all call in and let me know what y'all think in real time. What you thinking, what the cover look like, which one is shitting on who, what's the pros and the cons and what I'm saying? How are these comparable to the other ones? I love to hear what y'all got to say. That's what this show is about. That's what this show is about. You dig? So pound 90, and pound 30. That's the two differences. Pound 90 on the left and pound 30 on the right. Black dog. Black dog is pound 30. White dog is pound 90. He said 90's a better image. I'm here. I'm hearing stuff. I'm hearing it. Which one would you pick up? Which one would you, if you saw it laying on a coffee table? which one would you just say, you know what? Let me pick this up because I got to look at that too. I got to look at that too. I got to look at because that's what we want people to do. When you lay these around and people see them laying around, we want people to pick them up. Like, hey, what the hell is this? What the heliante? You know, that's what we want them to say. So never take that out of the equation when we're talking about positive light or, because we kind of want them to pick the book up too. And I'm not saying either one do it. I think they're both a fabulous job. It made my job a hell of a lot easier as an editor, right? When you give me a good picture, I won't have to do much. I don't have to do all this extra shit. I don't have to, sometimes just a good photo is the finish, right? You get the good photo and you're finished. You dig? Belt to ass. Lamont Grant, what up, brother? And we getting it in. Cracking is cracking. Cracking is cracking, man. Tap in. Tap in. Be amazed. Tap in and be amazed. MK, what up? MK, he said 90 picture is nice. Both dogs look good and healthy though. What was your choice though? Well, I guess your votes, it's just like the presidential election. All y'all votes is confidential, It's all confidential. Let me see. We up in here, man. Look. Let me see. Let me get that up there. Get that good old it's starting to slide a little bit though. Starting to slide just a little bit. Let's get that up there so we can see the votes in real time. You know what I'm saying? We getting it in. What the hell? Yeah, we just want to know what cover will be the next cover on the Apbt magazine. It's getting, it's getting a little closer. It's still a landslide though. I'm not going front. Oh yeah, appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you, brother. We gotta have the merch. We we gotta have the merch now. Gotta have that Team Mike, that and we got plenty other. We got over 20 designs. Just low key though. Low key. People been tapping in. Salute my guys that been on me, been getting them joints. I rock one. I try to rock one every day. 2025, I tried to only rock my shit only. Like I got a sucker free on now. I had that red one on the other day. I pretty much got damn near every color, everything. I be rocking my shit all year. I've been rocking my shit. Rewash them, wash them. It's like a uniform. Why promote somebody else's shit when I could promote my shit or promote people that support what I got going on, and we doing some mutual shit? That's what I want. The one-sided relationships, we could save those for later. I got maybe at the very end of my life, we can do some of that shit. But for now, man, look, I'm putting in this work, and You know, we're trying to come out with that good product. You dig? This ain't just a magazine. It's a movement. The American Pit Bull Terrier. Real dogs, real yards, real history. From legendary bloodlines to modern breeders, keeping the flame lit. Yard spotlights, breeding knowledge, controversy, culture. This is for the ones who walk it like they talk it. No fluff, no fakes, just dog man, dog woman, and dogs. Grab your issue now, support the culture. Because the legacy don't live online, it lives in print. Get them votes in. Get them votes in. What cover we using for the Apbt magazine volume 3? What cover are we using? Two different ones. Two totally different ones. That yeah. And that 90 is hard though, but it got the water. You know, I mean, you got to think it's gonna be the resolution on the picture is gonna be nice. So I don't know how it's looking on your screen now, but that is a nice. They're both nice photos. They're both gonna be very nice photos. So when we're looking at it from a cover perspective, that joint's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard, y'all. I'm telling you. Telling you now. I'm telling you now. It's gonna be hard. Smash the like button. Smash the like button. Get your vote in. Bad, what up, brother? Okay, he liking that 30. Scooty Scoot like 30. Okay. Yeah, man. 90, super hard. He said 90 is a real action photo. 90. 90 is hard. 90 is hard. They're both hard. They're both hard, and they both come with stories. So let's say 90 doesn't make it. You'll still see 90 in the magazine, though. Let's say 30 doesn't make it. You're still going to see 30 in the magazine. Like, you're going to be able to read up on these dogs. It might be one that you pick. One of them might got more accolades than the other. You never know. You know, but it'd be a good read. Either one, I think, is a great read. And they both probably got accolades. Who knows? You know. But I know it's some accolades that's going on with them for sure. He said 30 gonna set the back off. Yeah, see, that's crazy too, because you know, I mean, you looking at it, I mean, you're not either way you flip it. Either way you flip it, man. I might turn it upside down. I might turn the magazine upside down. So when you flip it, it's just weird. You open it, it's backwards. You gotta flip it upside down and turn it the other way to make it the right way. You know what I'm saying? I might do it like that. Who knows? We don't know what we're gonna do, right? We don't know what we're gonna do. We know we're not copying anybody. That's the most thing. You know, we're not whatever ideas. Yeah, these ideas already been used. Everything under the sun's been used, but um shit, man, we're in our own zone, I should say. Of course, you act on things that you see, and everything that you do is a product of everything that you've seen and went through and heard. So the exposure is what it is. My imagination is been what it was, and I just try to be genuine about what it is. I don't I put merit on just the greatness, pure greatness. What you're doing, how you get your shit like that. Damn, you want to get your dog doing that now. You know, it's setting up the bar. Apbt magazine is the place where you go to see the best dogs. Okay. And get a little bit of a lot of history. We try to make it half and half new, half old. Try to, I got to put a lot of those old dogs in there so we'll never not study. There's always something to study with these dogs. That's what makes this breed great. If we only look at today's times, then the breed would be just like any other breed. But the American Pit Bull Terrier has so much history that we talk about every day. That's what makes this breed the best breed on all levels, all platforms, right? I've been seeing other breeds making their moves. They've been getting a lot of traction on those dog channels and shows. Shout out to NWA, Kane Corso. I've been seeing him branching out with other platforms, and they've been running up good numbers. And those other dog platforms are they're catching up to the APBT world that we created. And we created it because there's enough people that care about the dogs enough, and that you have to. There's a certain amount of history that even a greenhorn has. Even a greenhorn knows who Honey Bunch is. Even a greenhorn knows, So we got to just look at it for what it is. We got to look at it for what it is, and then votes. Then votes is going to do what it do. And votes is going to do what it do. What the helly? Smash that like button. If you in the building, smash the likes. I'm trying to figure it out. The rear, it might be torn. It might be, because both of them are great. So why not have the rear be something else great? Get this one out of here. We got maybe one or two more things coming before the year's out, and I want to get that. I want to get that calendar poster, the poster calendar. I want to get that out to you. I want to get that. I want to have that up under the Christmas tree. You'll be able to order this too. 2.5. Yeah, it's 2.5. That'll be I told you the PDF is coming, but I gotta get this one out. I gotta get this one out. I'm waiting on there's still tension span. People's tension span. We're not making that connection when it comes to getting the stories. Like, like I want to be overwhelmed with stories. I want everybody the content flooding in at a rate to where shit, we could drop an album. We could drop a I said album. We can drop a magazine every month. Even though we might not do that, but that's how much content I want coming in. And until people understand that, some people do one story and think that, that's the end of the world. No, that's not the end of the world. That might be your first story that you wrote, but now you're a writer. You got to look at yourself in that light, right? So I'm bringing it to the waking bakers, right? Everybody else, other communities, they got it, they figured out. But over here, putting it together, everything. Hey, I'm proud to be one of the pioneers that can come in here and show you how it's done. I don't think nobody's making them rumors like, is a magazine coming out and when's the magazine? I ain't really heard too much of that, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. Maybe that's not a thing anymore, right? I think people get the picture that we're here for the long haul and we're not taking no prisoners, right? We're just not. We're doing it the right way. Let's see. Damn. Got to get that in. Salute everybody in the building. Oh yeah. Hey man, salute you, Rock man. Hey, appreciate the support too, my brother. And the patience. The support and the patience. Getting it in, man. That joint, I be rocking them. Hey, I be rocking them. I be rocking them, man. I'm gonna figure out a way to do it. I'm gonna figure out some different things. Who knows? I might have to go buy a billboard somewhere, get it in, launch something, do something big. Do something big or don't do it at all. Get a billboard in a city I'm not even in. I ain't never even been there, but we're gonna get that billboard up. You dig? That's what all the super chats and all the support, the magazine, everything is to throw it all back in so we could come up with a bigger plan, a better plan for next time. That's what we doing. That's what we doing. So yeah, this one looks like 30. This is what they want, man. This is what they want. They want 30. 90. I like 90. I like 90 a lot. It does do something a little bit different. And then, we always got that 2.5. As a matter of fact, 90 was the cover for 2.5. Just to give you guys a little history on what it is that I'm doing. 90, so that was the 2.5 cover, and 3 was 30. It was. So I might use that one for 2.5. I might use 90 for 2.5. Think that'll be still a good thing all the way around the board. We're still winning. Let me see. Okay. Hit Island Dolly, aka Dee. Appreciate it, man. We're gonna go ahead and put her on in there. Go ahead and put old Dee in there. Or yeah, Dee. Yes, sir. Hey, appreciate that, man. It's looking good, man. Already, got the support from the chat. Sending that on in there. Hey, anybody got a couple more? Send it in, man. There's a number right there. If you got a picture that you want to be featured in the magazine, just text the number. Well, this is just an opportunity. You could take the opportunity. You don't have to. But while I got my desk on and open right now, I just put Dee in there on a page, and maybe I can add a few more while we're here. But pound 30 is the winner of the cover. I think that cover is dynamic. It's showing that, that dog looks great, in great shape. I think it's even though the other dog, you can't really see the side view, but both dogs in great shape. That black dog, who knows? I don't know. I want to see a side view, but because that chest is amazing on that white dog, but I'm not sure if it's down to the hunting weight like this other one. So and maybe we could factor those things in. Factoring those things in, and we'll be able to look at it a little differently. So he a big motherfucker. 90 is a good looking animal, but he looked like he's nah, that's a competition. Well, I don't want to say too much. That's a they both competition dogs. Both of them. They not. I've been so far I've been real consistent. The last two magazines, we got a champion Marisol on the first one. We got your boy El Patron on the second one. El Patron doing stuff, you know, outstanding, winning. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if he's a champ yet. He should be. He was real young on the magazine, but just a young man child, just standing out. This third one and 2.5, it's not gonna be no slouches on there. I can guarantee you that. Yeah, as far as that goes, you know. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be spicy. It's gonna be real spicy. We had that red black nose dog. We had the red nose. Now we're gonna get a black dog on the cover. It's gonna be cool. Switch it up a little bit. There might, who knows, there might be a brindle on there one time. You know, get a nice brindle dog on there. Show some brindle love up in the magazine. But just growing the brand and branching off and working with people, I'm all open for that. That's what I actually rather do. I'm like prioritizing that over a lot of things that I could be doing, but I'm prioritizing building in the community and things like that. So salute everybody. We got them votes, man. We're gonna run it. We're gonna have that one. That one's gonna be the cover. And now it is, you know, just to finish everything and, you know, contact the people, let them know, like, hey, that picture that we was doing this story on, you know what I'm saying? That one, we might need another picture because that one is definitely going to be the cover. So salute to everybody that came out for this hour to participate with us and do things the What the Hell Buck City way, how we always do. And see y'all on the next one.
What I got up in my pockets, known to make mamas cry. Daily got it on me, try me, I let it. And let's talk about rats and what's the meaning, cause you be singing like bullets in his body, he made it sound like gave it to him like he asked for it. And fucking with me is a mistake. And he started screaming like, hey, get the duct tape. I'm the man, you better ask for that guy. Cause if you don't, you'll get robbed if you ask for that pie. And me taking that L don't sound right. You just try to make it sound like you singing more than a church boy. There's only one option, fuck with me, get hurt, boy. Bullets will fly, cause I'm in the streets like street lights. When your moms get the news, you scream like what I got up in my pockets, known to make mamas cry. Daily got it on me, try me, I let it. And let's talk about rats and what's the meaning, cause you be singing like what I got up in my pockets, known to make mamas cry. Daily got it on me, try me, I let it. And let's talk about rats and what's the meaning, cause you be singing like we call you John Morant, pointing pistols in the sky, but trying to see a nigga live. I'm trying to see a nigga die. And you gon' die where you lie. Body hit the ground, soar into the sky. Yeah, niggas shooting at the ground, they shoot out the ceiling. Man, I started from the ground, now I'm through the ceiling. Body fall on the ground, hit him in the ceiling. Don't make me shoot into your car like I'm Mikey Williams. They don't make them like me no more, I'm like dead stock. I put an end to my beef, call that dead stock. These niggas ain't got motion like a dead clock. If you wanna know something about me, ask my dead eye. What I got up in my pockets, known to make mamas cry. Daily got it on me, try me, I let it. And let's talk about rats and what's the meaning, cause you be singing like. What I got up in my pockets, known to make mamas cry. Daily got it on me, try me, I let it. And let's talk about rats and what's the meaning, cause you be singing like.
Hey, nigga, squeeze 10, nigga, hey. Stuck up in my ways and need to change, cause I've been tired of losing. Prince been getting older, when he grown he needed good influence. They keep trying to tell me I'm a blow if I keep making music. Fed steady snatching niggas up, cause we the ones that do it. I ain't trying to talk up on this phone, I'm trying to get into it. You ain't through a rock, you not a op, this shit be hella stupid. I can't vouch for niggas who ain't slid, but you niggas knew it. I can't vouch for niggas who ain't slid, but you niggas knew it. Walk up on a nigga real close and give him what he want. I don't fuck with monkeys in the middle, playing like it's phone. Bitches let her squeeze and hot pop it when I'm getting on. She say she rather stay by my side cause she can't leave me alone. Let me write this song cause if I don't then I'ma lose my mind. Stab me in my back to really change how I feel inside. People get to acting hella weird when you facing time. I could write a story about my life, just look me in my eyes. Look me in my eyes, you see the pain and all this shit I'm feeling. Niggas never showed me how to move, so I just started drilling. Spit all in my face and said it's love, that's just hella wicked. If I was home it wouldn't have happened, it'd be hella different. Baby show me love cause I'm a thug and I was born broken. She gave me trust, I fucked it up, I guess I wasn't focused. Baby ain't no telling where I'd be if I ain't write these songs. People tell me that it's love, I still feel alone. I can trust a soul, I get to trip and think I'm losing patience. My hardest battles with yourself and that's the one I'm facing. Keep them out your business, niggas faking and they moving wrong. Ain't no telling where I'd be if I ain't write these songs, gang, nigga. I ain't write these songs, ain't no telling where I ain't write these songs, nigga. Stuck up in my ways, we need to change cause I've been tired of losing. Tired of getting older, when he grown he needed good influence. Trying to tell me I'm a blow if I keep making music. They steady snatching niggas up cause we the ones that do it. I ain't trying to talk up on his phone, I'm trying to get into it. If you ain't through a rock, you not a op, this shit be hella stupid. I can't vouch for niggas who ain't slid, but you niggas knew it. I can't vouch for niggas who ain't slid, but you niggas knew it. Gang, Pro A, nigga. Squeeze team, nigga. 2-5 double R. Squeeze team, nigga. Yeah, nigga. Squeeze team, nigga. D-Block, nigga.